Hello and welcome to Satellite Rain Prison Break, Part 3, the last part in the trilogy, which is the administration. So let's get into it. This is a log mission. As you'll have seen by the length of the video, there's quite a lot of moving parts to tackle. But we're going to be using the same route, kind of, as we did in the first mission in the prison, because it's the most direct. If you choose to purchase the extra information for $500, it does open up a little side quest. And it's worth doing because you'll get a lot of gear in this mission if you do the extra side quest. You'll get a lot of gear anyway, but you'll get even more. And yeah, there's a few things to tackle here. You want to break somebody out of prison, although that isn't actually the main objective. The main objective is to get into the administration building and get into the warden's office, because there's like a weapons locker there, so you can pick up some stuff. But there's also a favour for Jackrabbit. Remember Jackrabbit? He's our contact from the industrial district, and he's milling around somewhere in the CBD as well, although you never actually get to meet him. But you do get to work for him, and in exchange he'll hook you up with some badass stuff. But what he wants you to do in this mission is to bust out one of his guys, which you'll see later on. And as you'll have probably seen just then, my infiltrator got stuck. It seems to be quite a glitchy area, that bit, because I think there's in the first video in the prison, you may recall that a guard got stuck around about the same place. So yeah, a little bit glitchy. You want to watch out for that. So, yes, I should probably talk about this walkway as well, because yeah, we didn't use it in the first mission, but instead of going through the main gate, you can go through this little side back area, and it takes you up into this location here. There will be a patrol. There's not one around at the moment, but they do come down into this area, so just be careful of that. And don't go down the door, don't go through the door, because it will take you down a level, and you don't want that just yet. Instead, go through the vent to the side of the door, as I have just done. This is a pretty good hiding spot here, because it's right opposite the administration building, and we should be safe from the guards' prying eyes there. I'm not going to hardwire that machine, incidentally, because all it will do is turn off power to the gate that we're next to now and about to go through. So that won't really help us at all. But that camera control panel will, because it turns off all of the cameras in this area here. And then we can use the soldier to hardwire open this gate. And it takes us back to the cell block area, which is where we're going first. We're going to not tackle the administration building just yet. We're going to bust out the guy for Jackrabbit first and get that out of the way. So a couple of patrols here, and just as before, I'm sending out the infiltrator to dispatch them silently, but I make my first blunder here. Perhaps you'll know what it is. Can you tell? Yep, I didn't turn off the security cameras in this area before sending out my infiltrator to dispatch the guards, and as such I get spotted by a camera and come within a whisker of setting off an alarm. Very, very close, but I just managed to escape before that happened, so got a little bit lucky there, and the infiltrator is now out of energy, and there, I've remembered to turn off the cameras now. So one patrol down, one to go, and I can't really use the infiltrator yet, because the only way to take out drones silently is with melee attack. So I'm sort of wondering what to do here at the moment, and I'm toying with the idea of sending out the soldier, because she has EMP grenades, which would definitely screw up the drone and also incapacitate the guard, if I can get my words out, as well. But I decided against that, and just for fun, I'm going to scramble the drone instead with Agent 3. Because it's quite funny just to watch it fly around the place crazily. Yep. Uh-huh. It doesn't really have any control over its flight path, and it doesn't spot us either because it's gone mad. So you can just sit back and watch the fireworks. Although for some reason the laser weapon doesn't seem to be doing much against that armored guard. Laser weapons are more effective against shields and bare flesh, but they don't do too much. They don't do terribly well against armor. But the armor will not withstand a melee attack. Not melee attack level 4 anyway. It'll cut him down easily. So now that that last guard is out of the way, I can open the cell blocks. If you want to release all of the guards at once, then you can send in the soldier and into one of the cell blocks, and that will cause chaos. It will release all of the prisoners, but it will also set off the alarm as well, so be prepared for guards to rush in at that point if you choose that option. I'm not going to do that. I'm just sending in the infiltrator to get out the one guy that we need. We don't really need to cause a distraction. So we just need this guy, and we'll go and set him free and then head back to finish off the mission in the administration building. So through the gate, and the cameras are still off, there's still plenty of time, but just to make sure I'll turn them off again and reset the timer. And I'll just hide here for a moment to make sure that I don't get spotted by the patrol of 3, but no, I should be okay, so I'll just dash for it. No point turning on stealth because the person that we're with, the person we're trying to evacuate, doesn't have it. So what I'll do here is send out the soldier to clear out the area just beneath us. So this is where we use that green door and go down onto the lower level. There's just one guard down there, so we can get rid of him fairly easily. And there's one security camera as well. But there's a couple of options. You can send out a hacker to use the control panel, or you can hardwire this machine here, which is what I'm doing. And that will cut power to the camera. Then, so we just need to get rid of this guard. Your time is up. Bang. Chew. So, yeah. Now that we're done with that, we'll keep the soldier where she is and send through the rest of our peeps to join her. But unfortunately the timing's a little bit off here because the patrol, as you can see, is right in front of that door that we need to go through. So I'll just have to wait for a moment for them to bugger off. Nearly there. Okay, we should be good to go now. So, off we go. Now, we're sending them down to the lower level because there's a zip line right at the end of this landing zone. And we're just going to send Agent 5, our escaped convict, to use the zipline. It will take him safely out of the prison and back into public territory. So as soon as he lands, that's that part of the mission over. And that's the favour for Jackrabbit. We can't complete the side quest because he's left us some stuff in the CBD in like a locker, so we need to go and fetch it, and we'll do that at the end. For now, let's turn our attention back to the admin building. So, yes, weapons dealer. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure what I was looking at there, but never mind. So, yeah, send them straight back up. Just make sure the guards aren't there to spot us. Or if they are, then you can always just turn on cloak, because it's just our agents now. Yeah, they will go through the door cloaked, so don't need to worry about them uncloaking right in front of the guards, unless you're on low energy. So send them back through the vent. And just a hang fire here for a moment. There are 2 control panels that you need to use to open the door to the building. And they need to be opened at pretty much the same time, because the first one will not stay open for very long. It almost immediately starts to lose power. So you need 3 agents for this. 2 to open the door, and then the 3rd to walk through it. Like so. Once those 2 agents have done their bit with the control panels, just cloak them again and send them back to the hiding spot. And then Agent 4 has picked up the prototypes. Now, you would think that's the mission complete, but it's actually not. There's another bit to do, because once you've done that, if you go back to the mission briefing, it opens up the extra side quest for the weapons locker. I think, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the weapons locker only becomes available if you send in the infiltrator, because I think it says in the mission briefing, make sure you send in the infiltrator into the admin building. And so if you do that, it gives you this extra side quest option, which is that your infiltrator discovers the weapons locker, but it's actually locked. So you need to get the keys from the warden, who is doing his rounds in the cell blocks. So we need to go back to the cell blocks and lift the keys from the warden. And you can use your imagination on what that means for the warden. So back we go. Back to the favourite hiding spot. And there's a new patrol in here. A couple of new patrols, so we need to clear them out again. And just make sure we turn off the security cameras, not making that mistake again. And we'll send out the infiltrator to do his thing. So, okay, off we go. And I mess it up. I mess it up completely. Yeah, not the best. I was trying to be clever and save cloak until the very last second before activating it, but I waited too long and got spotted by the guard. So, yeah, I thought I was being smart, but ended up just looking a bit silly. Still, this is a good hiding spot here. It's very secluded and the guards don't seem to go up this far. So we can just hang fire here and wait for them to lose interest and go back to their normal patrol. Once we've done that, we'll send out the infiltrator again and do it right this time. So, not an entirely perfect stealth run for this mission. A couple of errors here, a couple of blunders already, but we're only human. After all, nobody's perfect. Okay, right, don't buck it up this time. Cloak will get behind. I'll use melee attack on the annoying head grabby spider droid thing. I really hate those things, don't you? They're just awful. And away it goes. And get rid of this guy with a pistol. Okay. I was going to follow up and take out that guard as well, but he's gone. He's moved off. So lucky for him, he gets spared. Send up the infiltrator. Just use ping to make sure I've got the right cell block. And he'll come out in a moment. With the warden. The warden makes a break for it. So what you want to do, which I completely don't do, or don't do it quickly enough, is to activate team stims as soon as the warden appears, because then you'll be able to target him very quickly with melee attack. But I think I couldn't use melee attack at that point anyway, because it was still recharging that ability, having just used it on the droid beforehand. But instead I'll just shoot him. And if I can just target him, there we go. Finally got him in super slow motion. So that's enough of that. Okay, we've got the keys. Now we can just get out of here. So, let's... What am I doing? Okay, yeah, come on, let's move. Come on, people. So, back the way we came, back to the admin building. We can now go into the admin building a second time. And this time we'll get what's in the weapons locker. And that will be that. So, just the same tactic as before. Make sure the cameras are fully off. And wait at the corner to make sure there's no guards that can spot us. And we could actually just go for it in fact, because we've got stealth. So I'm not sure. Oh wait, yes, no, I know why I'm not moving. It's because I need to open the door, don't I? Yeah, so I'm not going to take out that patrol. I'll leave them be. I'll just wait for them to not be looking in my direction, and then send out the agents to open the door and go through it quickly. Yeah, you need to be quick with the mouse, quick with your actions here, because you don't want to leave your agents exposed in case their energy drains and they decloak. So get them back into the hiding spot as quickly as possible. And you also need to go back and get the infiltrator as well. So we've got everyone now, and we can escape through that zipline down on the lower level as well. Although there's another guard. They regenerate these patrols quite quickly, so we need to get rid of him first. The infiltrator should do the job. Energy is fully recharged. But no, and hell with it, I'll just send out everybody. They can all hide here for a moment. I'll use the soldier to turn off the camera by hardwiring the machine again. Meanwhile, the infiltrator can get rid of this guy. Slice. Okay. So, that's the prison. Complete. That's everything. Everything to be done in the prison. Let's get out of it and never go back. But we do have a ton of gear now. Like a ton of gear. There's 4 items there that we've picked up. 2 for the normal mission, 2 for the weapons locker, and also there's another couple of items waiting for us as well after we did Jackrabbit that favour. So we just need to go and pick that up now as well. So I think I'll just find out where it is. There we can see the ping. So fast travel over to the nearest point, and then we'll go and pick it up. So come on, laser minigun. Yeah, that'll do some damage. Fast travel. Okay, where is it? It's around here somewhere. Yeah, I can see it. Can you see it? They said it was next to the theater, and there it is. It may not be in that exact location every time, because a lot of the game is, I think, procedurally generated, so the type of weapons and items you'll get will vary every time you play through, and the locations for things and that you go and pick up will also change. But heavy shields and laser sniper rifle. So we've got a lot to research now, and not a great deal of cash, in fact, because we've been caning the research, and we're researching late game weapons and gear now, which take a lot of time and money. So we're running low on funds again, but handily, there's another side quest to do, which is the last thing. When you complete this third part of the prison, or I think not necessarily that part of the mission, but once you've freed the assassin from the previous mission, from the isolation ward, then once you've done another mission, you find out that the assassin's gone rogue, and your employer wants you to get rid of him. I guess that all of that time in the isolation ward didn't do his mental health any good. So he needs to go. So we can find him somewhere around here, and just need to take him out. Use ping to target him. And yeah, this is a bit weird. I turn on the team stims here. I'm not sure entirely why. I think I was expecting him to do a runner as soon as we identified him. But we haven't actually identified him. The ping isn't showing, because the ping should change as soon as you identify the target to the target. Instead it's just stayed there in the street. So I think that's a little bit of a glitch there, unfortunately. But we do find him in just a moment. Where is he? Somewhere around here. There, the one shining yellow with the assassin symbol above him. We'll just take him out. Take him out with melee attack. Quickly while no one's looking. Well, there are plenty of people looking, but no guards anyway. So that is that. And we get 10,000 cash for doing that, so that will replenish our funds, at least for a little while. Now, usually at this stage, what I would do is fast travel back to a relay station and check on my skill points and research and gear, and in fact that is what I did. However, unfortunately I can't show that to you because I ran out of disk space and the video recording stopped. So yeah, you'll just have to make do with this freeze frame instead. Sorry about that, but rest assured, all I did was spend a couple of skill points for the soldier. I think he had 4 points, so I got the harden ability and another ability, but that was it. I didn't change anything else, and I didn't change the research either. But thanks for watching anyway, and if you enjoyed, please click like if it helped, and I'll see you in the next one.